I just love the way Minecraft names its mobs. Like whenever they're making a new mob, they just get out their dictionary and pick out a random word that sorta kinda relates to the mob's design. Sometimes. Why is a Vindicator named that? In real life, the word Vindicator means person or thing to clear somebody of blame, suspicion, or doubt. A Vindicator in Minecraft tries to murder you with an axe. How do you clear somebody of suspicion? By getting rid of the witnesses? Of course, not all mobs are named after the real words, but most are. And with Minecraft being pretty popular, I wonder if the game ruined certain words in a similar ways to Among Us, and how it ruined like 10 words, and the simple act of having a small grave oval the inside of a larger red circle. And to find what word Minecraft has ruined the most, I'll have to use the greatest bastion of knowledge, Google Images. The best place to find AI art. How this is gonna work is that for every mob that uses a real word as their name, I'm going to search that word up on Google Images, and they're gonna get a point for how many times they show up before a non-Minecraft related images comes. For example, there are 9 images of Minecraft Steve before we get an image of Steve Harvey, so Steve would get 9 points. And the opposite is true. For example, there are 3 images of random people named Alex before we get Alex Minecraft, so Alex would have negative 3 points. Of course, if you go on Google Images right now and type up the name of the Minecraft mobs, you'll find different results than what I have. So take this video with more of a general outline than something set in stone. Also, I'm not talking about the mobs based on real animals, because the silverfish alone has negative 417 points, and I'm just not in the mood. Speaking of extremely low point values, the skeleton comes up last, negative 296 points. You might say skeletons fall under the animal rule because they are real, which is not true. Skeletons are made up by the tribal government to control you and make you believe you cannot turn into a funny slime creature. But yeah, it was just images of actual skeletons, and not much else. But I did find this guy, and that's pretty cool. In a similar boat is the witch with a negative 257 points, showing images of cartoon witches and people in witch costumes. Next up with negative 206 points is the stray, meaning to move away from aimlessly from a group or from the right course or place, which I feel like describes most Minecraft mobs who just wander around without any purpose in life. But the thing is that Google Images is just completely taken over by the funny cat game. The following mob is probably the one that's probably gonna have its score changed the most over time, because it's not even in the game yet. Bree comes in with negative 122 points. Some of the images of Bree Airlines planes, but most of the images are of a vape pen. Next up is the Vex, negative 102 points. Vex means to make somebody feel annoyed, frustrated, or worried, especially with trivial matters. Which, yeah, I feel like that's how most people would describe Vexes. On Google Images, there's a lot of this small robot creating toy. This looks cool, I would want this. But there's also League of Legends. But I don't want that. Coming in cold and uncomfortably moist is the slime, with a whopping negative 63 points. Oh my god, we are in the double digits. Shame we're still in the negatives. Funny, in the definition for slime, it's called repulsive. Even when, during his hellish time on YouTube in 2017 and 2018, all children's content was about slime.
This is like a haunted house video. Yeah. So our slime is like still the same, nothing happened to it. Oh, thank goodness the lights are back on. Francesca, look at the slime!
I just can't do
Freaking creepy.
take this shit no more, man.
At negative 57 points, the mob husk means the dry outer covering of some fruits or seeds, which really doesn't matter, because it just mostly has been no tell, and some powder that probably awaits the definition of the word. Next up is the boys of negative 41 points. Personally, I thought the boys would be higher, like, in the positive even, but all I found was this weird looking car. And the Sonic characters sometimes, but mostly the car. The zombie comes up next with negative 38 points, for similar reasons to the skeleton earlier, but less people believe they are real. Phantom, meaning a ghost or a figment of the imagination, has a negative 34 points, with images of a superhero I never heard of, and a car. A defender, protector, or keeper, the Guardian only has negative 4 points, with images of the British newspaper and an image of the Emily from Breath of the Wild, with the funny spider music. You know my name, Jeff? You know my name, Jeff? What if the Guardian said it, and like he says, "My name a fish"? Like he says like, "My name a fish." The drown almost made it out into the positive, with a score of negative 1, with the image that Blue Balled or Baby Bullies, being the drowned men from the Fire and Ice wiki. Now I don't know anything about ice and fire, but in this image, this man's head is very much above the water. Alright, we're out of the negatives. Now with only a single point, the bog, meaning been stuck in mud or wet ground. The second image coming after a brilliant blocky bony rubber bog is a profile picture of a Facebook gimmick account, showing pictures of vehicles getting stuck in the ground. Also having 1 point, walking in, is the strider, meaning a person who walks rapidly with long steps. The roadblock the strider faces is a bike for extremely young children. Now, I don't understand why a bike is named Strider, because bikes don't take any steps. They roll. Wandering in with 2 points is the sniffer. You know, I wonder what that word must mean. It's a terrorist organization. Now, the sniffer gets cut off by a zoomed up picture of a dog's nose. A person who lives in a village. I wonder what that word is. Must be a terrorist. With 6 points, the villager gets cut short by the Animal Crossing villager. Not much to say here. Next up with 8 points is the Vindicator, which I already told you earlier means a person or thing that clears somebody of blame, suspicion, or doubt. That streak being broken by the Vindicator's greatsword in Guild Wars 2. I don't know why a person like this needs a giant sword, but good for them. With 11 points, the gas means an evil spirit or monster. With that very general definition, it makes sense that a simple D&D monster is one who gets in the gas way. Also with 11 points, the evoker, meaning to call up or summon up a memory, feeling, etc., especially from the past. The magical wizard gets shown up by a gun. Boom! Yeah, I guess being held at gunpoint would evoke memories from your past. Like your entire life flashing before your eyes. Also, the gun is a recreation of one from Persona 3. Isn't that the game where you shoot yourself in the head? Our third and final mob of 11 points is the Ravager, meaning a person or thing who wreaks havoc or does ruinous damage. The image that follows us, the Minecraft ones, is of a DC comic where the Teen Titans fucking die. Okay, we are now at the top 5 mobs. These 5 mobs are cut above the rest. And number 5 is the Allay, meaning diminish or put at rest fear, suspicion, or worry. The Allay being the opposite of the Vex, not only in definition, behavior, and also in points, with the Allay having a queen 20 points. I don't know if I can speak with everybody with this, but the 2021 mob vote was my first time hearing the word Allay. The 21st image ending the Allay streak is of a medical business called Allay Therapeutics. Yo, I love the moon! At number 4 with 21 points, here comes the look, it's my dad! The warden meaning a person responsible for the supervision of a particular place or thing. So yeah, my dad, with the 22nd image that doesn't relate to the block game, is of a novel named The Warden. You fellas like books? Ever read before? I think those are broken websites.
Weird.
No matter how many times you click on the pictures, nothing happens.
Extra characters to all the words.
My computer is on the blink. How do you turn this thing on? Do you think the children of today pee in the corner of the living room because they think if they go into the bathroom, Skibbity Toilet will jump scare them? Kind of went off the rails there. The warden scare. I could put a scary video on.
This talks about spirits and Halloween and all that stuff, so it kind of, I guess you could say, comes together, correlates together, whatever. And I was thinking to myself, I think I've actually seen somebody possessed before, and that takes me back to that night I walked in on my ex-wife, and I can remember it just like a flash came to mind, people. She literally had her eyes, they were like rolled up in the back of her head like this. And she was going, oh God, oh God. When Malcolm was, giving her the 12-inch BBC, she was like, oh, oh. So she may have been possessed that night by the BBC.
Anyways, the Pillager is at number 3 with 44 points. Pillager meaning someone who takes spoils or plunders, as in war. Or in more layman's terms, a funny guy who likes to do funny things. I have no idea why he has so many points, but it sure did took a while for the Magic the Gathering card to get here and show up. Alright, number 2, the penultimate mob, with a whopping 78 points, is the... Wait a minute, just number 2? I thought the creeper was gonna be number 1! He's the mascot of the game! Okay, the word creeper means any plant that grows along the ground, around another plant, or up a wall, by means of extending stems or branches. And an image of this plant is what caused the creeper's streak to end. But if the creeper is number 2, then who is number 1? I don't know how, and I don't know why, but at number 1 is the Wither with 116 points. I've used the word Wither for its actual meaning of fall into decay or decline way more than I used the meaning for creeper, but that doesn't matter. The Wither just wins. He gets the golden star. I was planning to do a bit after the last mob where we're like, oh, I tricked you. The word Minecraft who's the most is not the creeper. It's not actually even a mob. It's actually the Nether. But no, the Nether has less points than the Wither, because of a stupid Steam game called Nether Resurrected that you can't even play anymore. Speaking of which, the image that ended the Wither streak is not even that interesting. It's just a book, the same way the Warden got out. And also, why would I read this book about Wither when I could read this book?
Freaking creepy.
But what if I told you that I lied to you, that I tricked you, that I pulled a little grift on you, that the Wither isn't the word Minecraft has ruined the most? What if I told you, if you search this word up on Google Images, you will only find images of Minecraft and nothing else? And what if I told you that this word is Minecraft itself? That's right, the word of Minecraft has an actual meaning besides being the funny block game made by a very good person smile. Then, what does Minecraft actually mean? A boat, or to be more specific, warships of various types whose primary mission is to laying or sweeping mines. Yeah, sorry these images are very crusty, just like that. But finally, we got our answer. The word Minecraft has ruined the most is the word Minecraft itself. Alright, after learning all of this about Minecraft mob names, I think the next mob should be named Daniel.